selfie.
Selfie there.
So it's safe to say that everyone has heard of the infamous Mardi Gras parade. The beads, the floats, and the crazy atmosphere and everything in New Orleans. I actually learned about the differences between how Americans celebrate Mardi Gras and how actual French people celebrate Mardi Gras while I was in France studying abroad this summer. I talked to my host family about it, and they explained that over there in France, they don't really have big parades because the streets, if you've ever been to France, the streets are literally like this big, and so they actually don't have parades like we do in America. And so I thought it was interesting the cultural differences between like Mardi Gras over there and Mardi Gras here. Mardi Gras has influenced a bunch of multiple cultures. It originally started in Rome and Venice, Italy, in the 17th and 18th century. Majority of Italians and French people are actually Roman Catholic, so that's why Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday, is celebrating for Lent. It's 40 days of meat abstinence, and so before, that Tuesday before, an Ash Wednesday, they'll feast on a bunch of food and like signature like French dishes and stuff like that. So it originally, then after it originated in Italy, it went to France, and then after France, it went to England, and then a French explorer named, pardon my French, but a French explorer named Jean-Baptiste Lemoyne de Belleville landed on what is now called New Orleans. He named this place Point de Mardi Gras, and then he traveled to what is now present-day Mobile, Alabama, and named that Fort Louis de la Louisiana in 1702. Now, in 1703, Fort Louis de Mobile hosted America's first Mardi Gras party. The first Mardi Gras parade was, however, celebrated in 1711, but it was officially established and an occurring holiday in 1718 by Belleville, the explorer. During the 1730s, Mardi Gras was openly celebrated in New Orleans, so they had parades and floats and all that kind of things. The governor would host these huge, elegant society balls that were like invite only, and they were very, very formal and prestigious. And so it was really like a blessing if you got an invitation to them. And they use, in present day, they use those old models for the balls because it's like old-fashioned and traditional. And so they still like abide by that, so that was neat. The first official Mardi Gras parade was in New Orleans, February 24th in 1857, which actually had parade floats and a giant ball following it. In 1875, the Governor Wormuth of Louisiana signed the Mardi Gras Act, which declared Mardi Gras a legal holiday, which is still present today, but it means that like all the businesses had to close for Mardi Gras, so everyone could enjoy Mardi Gras. As you know, New Orleans is famous for its fantastic parades and floats during Mardi Gras, but the actual designers of these parades and floats are a group called the Crews. Now, Crews means literally crew in French, just spelled differently. But the crews actually design and create all the floats for the parades, and so the parades are not actually like governed by the government at all or paid for. It's all by donations and put on by these crews. In New Orleans, there are 5 popular crews. They're called Crew of Zulu, Mardi Gras Indians, Crew of Bacchus, and Crew of Rex, and then the Crew of Edmond. Most crews will have a float and then host their own private ball afterwards. The balls are extremely formal and invite only, of course, and the invitations are actually considered a collector's item because they're designed in Paris, and so they're very, very, very fancy and very, very expensive. So if you get one, they actually like will hold them up and put them in like a box and stuff to like host it on their wall and stuff because it's considered like a present. Some crews have been around for a really long time and stick to the traditionals. The Mardi Gras Indians are a very secretive crew. They're named after Native Americans, and they pay their respect to them because most local Indians during the Civil War, they would accept slaves into their society when they would run for freedom. Another famous crew is the Crew of Rex, which has beautiful hand-painted floats. They're very traditional. They stick to like the old school like parades and stuff like that. And they were founded in 1872 and the oldest participating crew in New Orleans. Since we've heard all about the famous Mardi Gras beads being thrown from each float, this is one of the many traditions of Mardi Gras. The most famous traditions of Mardi Gras today are the throws, the balls, and the feast. The throws originated in 1870 by the 12th Night Riders. They were a crew. They threw these really long pearl necklaces, and they were colors of purple, gold, and green, the colors of Mardi Gras. Shortly after, the other like parade people saw that and they got a little jealous, so they started making their own things to throw. So they would throw cups, stuffed animals, and necklaces as well. Each crew also would host their own society ball after as kind of like a competition, like formal thing. So they'd all try to like beat each other. And so some crews are actually will hold them in like giant super dolls, and they'll hire like celebrity entertainers. Like I think Dolly Parton and Kelly Clarkson have also performed in Mardi Gras. It's also a celebratory feast before Lent. They serve numerous types of French cuisine for 40 days of Lent. The most well-known dish is called a king's cake. And so in America, the king's cake is a twisted, it's almost like a cinnamon dough with icing on top, and usually we put like a purple or like a gold flavoring on it. And in one piece of the cake, the baker will insert a baby. And so if you get the baby and your slice of cake, it means you have to make the next king's cake. But in France, the king's cake is not twisted. It's just a round circle. And instead of inserting the baby in the cake, they use a crown. So whoever gets the crown has to wear it for the rest of the meal and is now considered the king of the meal. Thus, Mardi Gras is a feast and festively celebrated all over the world for the main purpose of Lent. So I discussed the spread of Mardi Gras across Europe and America, and then I came to conclude how the parades and floats came about thanks to the cruise, and then finally explain the traditions surrounding Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras has influenced cultures all around the world and has progressively changed over the years, but it still shares the same religious foundation. So the next time you visit New Orleans, you'll know the history of how it came about. Any questions?
Very good. I can vouch for you.
Before Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Thanks, you're good.